Peter Lloyd does the next album, which is my favorite album musically and my favorite cover.
It's another stunning
Point of no return. Yeah, point of no return from
I
'77.
like the back. I think the back cover is great. I love the inner sleeve where it looks like the old map and the
Oh,
lyrics are
just gorgeous.
written in calligraphy. Just amazing stuff. And you lose that today in the thumbnail era.
Yeah, yeah, just a gorgeous piece of work. And my favorite album, as I mentioned, as far as the songs, released October of '77. We got the title track, "Dust in the Wind," huge. The title track went to number 28, "Dust in the Wind," number 6. As for "Dust in the Wind," there is one part in the book where you talk about how the band was asked by the label to come up with a hit, and they came up short. I don't believe that was the case here. I mean, this wasn't something, this just happened, right? Can you talk about how this song was written? Just a finger exercise for
My understanding is that Kerry Livgren was sitting with an acoustic guitar and just doing that opening lick. And his wife said, "Hey, that's nice. You should make a song out of that." And he said, "Oh, no, this is just a fingering exercise." And it went on to become their, one of their two signature songs. And I think I understand why that song resonates with so many people, because I think everybody's felt like that at one time or another, that sense of hopelessness, and you're just a small drop in a big ocean. And ultimately, all, uh, all your money won't another minute buy. Material things mean nothing, right? But I think it resonated with people,
yeah.
and also the fact that it could get played on so many different formats at that time, right? And it certainly brought them to a newer, hey, maybe they were the first rock band to have an acoustic ballad be their be their biggest song. I don't know. I
Right.
never
Yeah, that
really
was
thought
like like extreme with more than
extreme
words.
or big or yeah.
10
But
years
luckily,
later.
but that's what I like about this band is the fact that yes, some bands I'm not a big fan of the term one hit wonder, but some are. Some got lucky once on one great song, which is more than most the higher percentage of bands ever get, right? Most bands don't ever get past a first album if you think about it. But Kansas have two, and
And
they don't sound anything like each other. They're completely different songs. So that's a pretty good microcosm of this is what you're in for. You're in for a little bit of everything.
I was listening to that song today on my way back from work and heading home, getting ready for this. And I'm listening. I'm like, what a solo. What a
Yeah.
solo. Just beautiful, beautiful solo. And again, now this is going back to, I was just mentioning that there were times when maybe the label was saying, "Hey, we need a hit." This isn't the case. And I think that's something to be said here too, because it sounds natural. It doesn't sound contrived. It
Yeah.
just came. And
When yeah, go ahead.
that's the beauty of the track, I think. And the lyrics. I mean, everybody's coming into play here, obviously. You got Steve Walsh with his vocals. And did he write the lyrics?
No, it was all
Okay.
Carrie.
Okay.
And it's, when you talk about contrived, an example of the band trying to write a hit single is the song "It Takes a Woman's Love to Make a Man" from the
That's the
Mascot,
one. Right.
which I think is a really catchy song, but it doesn't, it sounds like any band of the era could have. It sounds like REO Speedwagon could have written it. It sounds like Nazareth could have written it, or I'm just throwing out names.
Yeah.
Um, but when they were truly themselves, that's when they had their highest charting songs, and that's something I don't think a lot of record labels understand. But I will say this about Don Kirshner. I mean, apparently he took the bigger percentage of the publishing. That was the deal. But he was the only offer they had, and he had enough faith in them that he kept CBS, the wolf away from the door, saying, "I believe in these guys. Don't worry, you're going to get your money back. They're going to come through," and they did.